15 feet. So that's pretty incredible. Now, what's interesting is that Irma is forecast to potentially remain a Category 1 hurricane, or at the very least, a very strong tropical storm as it enters Georgia and starts to make the approach just south of Atlanta. But eventually, by the time we get to Tuesday and Wednesday, you can see that the storm will just be an area of low pressure as it crosses over into Tennessee, Kentucky, and eventually Missouri. So this will keep the storm, again, very well west of Norfolk, but again, because of sheer size, I really want to emphasize this, we will tap into, at least some moisture and some wind associated with Irma, but effects here are going to be pretty minimal. So a hurricane warning has been posted almost for the entire state of Florida and actually extends all the way into southern Georgia. So it's pretty incredible to see almost an entire state, especially the size of Florida, under a hurricane warning, which means that hurricane conditions are expected through the entire state, again, at one point or another. So here's what we can expect here in Hampton Roads. Here's kind of the bottom line for us. So as far as wind is concerned, that's actually dropped. Now we could experience winds out of the east at about 10 to 20 miles per hour with slightly higher gusts, primarily going from Monday night into Tuesday. As far as rain is concerned, it is going to be on and off, only amounting to about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch. So not a huge deal there. And we could also see some nuisance tidal flooding during high tide Monday and Tuesday. And of course, if you live in an area that's prone to tidal flooding, you kind of know what to expect. And again, we're only talking about nuisance tidal flooding. So as I said, nothing terribly significant, honestly, just more of a nuisance than anything else. Now let's take a look at Hurricane Jose here. Again, winds up to 145 miles per hour. So the center of the storm moving just north of the Lesser Antilles, and it's going to continue on a northwest track and kind of loop in the Atlantic, just kind of spin out there for a few days. But we're going to take a look at our spaghetti models here, and here's where things turn a little bit interesting. As you can see, Jose expected to kind of make that
it's just out there in Atlantic.
A good chunk of next week.
It's nowhere near landfall yet. It's just out there in Atlantic.
Oh, look what starts to happen. You can see that some of our forecast models actually want to take it out of the loop and possibly approaching the East Coast. So some of our latest forecast models, yeah, I'm going to be honest, they're looking a little more interesting with the potential for the storm coming very close to the East Coast, really anywhere from the mid-Atlantic all the way to New England. And that would be the case probably by September 18th, September 19th. So it's nothing we would worry about this week. It's something that would be focused on for the following week. But interesting nonetheless that, originally the models had it kind of spinning out there and going back out to sea. But again, it could run into that big Bermuda high, which could force it kind of back towards the East Coast. So definitely going to keep an eye on that one once we can officially put Irma in our rearview mirror, which, clearly
it's not a big threat to our...
So again, just going back to the enhanced satellite.
It's not a big threat to North Carolina, really. Nor Virginia,
again, this storm is just massive. As I said, tornado warnings already popping up. I've been watching them for the past few hours.
So once it hit landfall, it's going to drop to a Category 2,
this is going to affect Florida for a solid 24 hours. And it was very interesting because a lot of people wanting to make the comparison to other hurricanes, they experienced Hurricane Andrew back in 1992, which, side note's actually the reason I wanted to be a meteorologist. I was living in South Carolina when Hurricane Andrew hit southern.
All right, y'all, that's it. But I want to say, everybody, hope y'all be safe. Evacuate if you need to. Plan ahead. Don't wait the last minute. We all gonna keep y'all in our prayers. Let's pray for Florida. Let's pray for wherever the hurricane gonna hit. Let's pray for the Cuban. I think Puerto Rico got hit. The Cuban lands got hit, and let's pray that Hurricane Jose don't become a strong hurricane. But let's just pray, man, because it's getting crazy, man. This hurricane season getting crazy, but y'all be safe, man. Evacuate if you need to. Get water, get food, get flashlights, get blankets, get lighters, get matches. But make sure you got plenty of food and plenty of water. Get toiletries that you need. Make sure you get everything that you need. Don't wait the last minute. But let's pray for Florida. But all right, y'all just be safe, man. But it's about to get crazy. This hurricane season gonna be crazy, man. But all right, y'all be safe.